Hello and welcome to SULKNATIONtv. In today's episode, we're going to be looking at the 3 things that you can do to improve the look of your car, or at least make it a little bit more your own. Please keep in mind this is only my opinion, so don't get all angry and commenting and going, oh, well, you shouldn't do that, keep it standard. If you want to keep your car standard, this video definitely won't be for you. But if you want to make changes that are more aesthetic than performance based and, make it a little bit more your own, you're in the right place. So I'm sat here in a wood. I'm surrounded by forest. I'm by a gate that says, please leave gateway clear, Forestry Commission. And, if I get asked to move, then I'll move. If I don't, then I can finish filming this video without any issues whatsoever. Being in a wood is quite good because you can get a good look at your car. You can kind of see it in shade and then in light. And when you're looking at your car, you can really sort of see those bits that, oh, maybe that would look better. Maybe, I should change this. Maybe I should change that. I mean, I look at my car sat here as it is and I think, oh, I really need to get some coilovers because the arch gap is too much. Even though I'm on an angle, it's that little bit too much. I will get that done, just not at this moment in time because I haven't got the money for it. But let's get to the 3 things that you can change and change easily to improve the look of your car, to make it a little bit more your own. So number 1 of the 3 things that you could do to improve the look, the aesthetic of your car, in my opinion, let's keep saying in my opinion, is to debadge it. I mean just the back. Just debadge the back. Leave your manufacturer's badge there. In this case, I've got Minis on the front, Minis on the back. That's fine. On my Golf, I've debadged it. I've just got the VW sign on the back of the car. Just take off those unnecessary badges. If you've got an R53 Mini Cooper S, people can tell it's a Mini Cooper S from how the bonnet looks, from the twin tail exhaust pipe. They can tell. You don't need to have Cooper S emblazoned upon it. In my opinion, it's one of the easiest mods to do. All you need is a hairdryer and some dental floss. That's it. That's all you need. And I think it gives a really, really smooth, crisp, clean finish. Thank you, tractor. Ooh, you can tell you're in the outback now, can't you? You can tell you're in the woods. Oh, look, there's mud everywhere. And there's a guy with a van pulling in. And I'm not moving because I'm filming. So it doesn't matter, really. And, he's looking at me blankly, which is nice. But he's got long hair, so it must make him cool, because I've got long hair, so I'm quite cool. So, number 2 out of the top 3 things that you can change relatively easily, quite affordably, and will completely change the look of your car. I mean, I'm just going to add stuff every point, so look out for item number 3 on this list, because the intro is going to be the longest ever. But number 2 is wheels. Change your wheels. Now, this car originally, when it came out of factory, my R53 originally had the bullet spoke wheels, the mini bullet spokes, which, they look cool, but I mean, unless you're keeping the car standard, a bit boring. I bought this, however, with rotors on it. It had rotors that weren't in the best condition ever. I mean, they weren't buckled, which was one thing. They looked good from a distance, but as you got closer, you saw this ton of curb rash. The polished lip that was around the outside, it was like gunmetal in the center with a polished lip. The polished lip that had this weird lacquer peel thing going on, which is weird because it was like polished alloy. But whatever, I didn't make those wheels. They were nice. They were 16x8s. They were nice chunky wheels. There was a lot of an arch gap because they were 16s. I really like those wheels. I've still got them. They're in my shed. I like them a lot, but they weren't my wheels. I'd come out to the car, I'd look at it and go, oh, they look really sick, they look really wicked. And then I'd go, but they were on it when I bought it and it's a bit boring and I want some fresh wheels and I wanted something a bit bigger. I can't really afford, good quality coilovers at the moment. So something to fill the arch gap a little bit by itself. So I got some new wheels. These are Mimma Malfi wheels. They are old. They're like late 90s, early 2000s alloys. They're from an Italian company that doesn't exist anymore, so that makes them relatively unique. And yeah, they're great. I mean, they are bigger in circumference because I wanted to get rid of that arch gap. And they're 17x7 rather than 16x8, which the rotors were that were on the car when I bought it. So they're not quite as chunky width-wise, but the circumference is bigger, it fills the arch gap a bit better, and to be perfectly honest, I really, really like my wheels. They're 5-spoke. I'm not seeing anybody else with them. I've seen, there's Audi wheels that are quite similar to them, but you know, you don't see a set of Mim Amalfis everywhere you go. And you know, I bought them cheap secondhand. I bought them off my mate. He, you know, he gave them a bit of a refurb. They didn't really have any curb rash on them, but you know, we repainted them. They were purple from when he had them. I wanted them black. So, you know, he did that for me. I bought them relatively cheap and I love them. The downside to these wheels are they're a lot heavier than the rotors that I had on there. They're in better condition than the rotors. I think they look better. And yeah, I'm blown away with my wheels. And I think it changes the complete look of the car. I mean, insert picture here. There we go. I think there's a picture there of my car with the rotors on. And then insert another picture here. Yep, there's a picture of my car with my Mims on. Now, the rotors look great, but we're in a bad need of a refurb. The Mims look, in my opinion, and again, this whole video is my opinion, I think the Mims look better. And that's that. Number 3. And, oh, hang on. Yeah, that did sound a little bit like the voiceover from the X Factor there, didn't it? Alex Palmer! Maybe a little bit more Kurgan from Highlander thrown in there, but I mean, maybe I should do that voice for number 3 anyway. Number 3! And that is change your interior, change it up a little bit. Pretty much every R53 is going to have the same or a similar dash, a similar layout. Now, a facelift model like this one has a 3-piece dash, pre-facelift has a 5-piece dash, and other than, you know, some like have twin clocks, so you haven't got your speedo in the middle. Some have the speedo in the middle and a single clock with just your tachometer on it. Tachometer? Tachometer? I don't know, however you want to say it. The thing that's got your revs on it. There's a lot of distraction, so I'm getting distracted, but I'm going to leave this in. I'm not going to edit this bit out. This is gold. Comedy gold. Comedy car reviewing gold. Comedy just talking about cars gold. If people don't like it, don't watch. But anyway, I've got the chrono pack, so I've got twin clocks, I've got the, you know, the fuel pressure and temperature in the middle, and this is standard. This would have been standard when I first got the car until I painted it, and I painted the center column matte black. I painted the tweeter speaker covers and door handle covers matte black. I've got a different gear shifter. It's gunmetal. I couldn't say matte black because it isn't matte black. But, you know, I've made it look different. It looks different to how it would have come out of the factory. It looks different to other people I know with an R53, you know, whether it's pre-facelift or facelift. I've done something different. I could have done the whole thing black, but I thought, well, somebody else has probably done that. I'll do the 2 side bits silver and then the center black. Ooh. And then on the door, with, you know, around the handle, I'll make those black and you know, oh, look at the contrast. Like a fake stony grey moving into black, moving into silver, moving back into black. Can you go wrong? No, I think it looks good. It was easy to do. It cost me the price of a matte black spray paint. That's it. That's all it cost. It didn't cost a lot. So yeah, at the end of the day, if you've got an R53, then all 3 things I said can be done relatively cheaply to a budget, can look absolutely awesome, and you're putting your own look on the car, you're putting your own spin on the car. And that's one of the biggest benefits of owning a Mini Cooper S R53, is the fact that they're quite customizable. You can do quite a lot with them to make them look your own. Am I finished with the aesthetic mods that I've done to this car? No, not at all. Are these the top 3 that I've done so far? Yes, because they're the 3 that are most noticeable. Debadging, new wheels, changing the colour of the interior. I'm going to get new seats because these seats aren't very comfortable for me. I'm just under 6'1", I'm 15.5 stone, and these seats aren't that comfy. So, you know, I've got to look for some nicer seats. So, this has been a video full of tangents, but hopefully I've managed to get my point across that 3 things that are simple to do, simple and effective. But yeah, this has been 3 things to do to your car to make it look better. Yeah, you can do them. You don't have to do them. You can say that I'm wrong. You can say that I'm right. You can say nothing. You can say nothing at all. You say it best when you say nothing at all. So I've been me, you've been you, and well done for that.